Hey guys, Funsho here from We Coach Crypto. Hope you're all doing well. Going to give you a market update, just give you guys a bit of a better understanding what is currently happening in the marketplace, some of the latest news, and also give you some information about 5 projects that we've got our eye on at the moment in the Metaverse world that could be huge in the future. We're doing our due diligence on them, and we will be bringing at least a couple of them to you soon, so you want to keep an eye out for that. Now, before we get into it, obviously you guys know that we are on a mission to help 1 million people understand cryptocurrency. So if we've helped you, please make sure you let us know in the comments below. And before we get into it, please make sure you like the video. It helps us get found better on YouTube. And obviously we're trying to help people, so please do your part to help us too. So let's get into it. Okay, so today, guys, I'm going to start off with some of the news and then I'll come on to the market afterwards. All right, so there's a few news stories that got my attention. All right, one of them here, only 24 minutes ago. By the way, this is courtesy of Cointelegraph, guys. If you want to check them out, it's cointelegraph.com. So Bitcoin exchanges see large deposits despite BTC reserves hitting 3-year lows. What does that say to you? Well, what it says to me is people are still extremely bullish on Bitcoin and the crypto market as a whole. Otherwise, you would not be seeing these large deposits. You would be seeing people cashing out. Now, next thing that I wanted to come on to, Binance reportedly wants global wealth funds to get a stake in exchange. So I'm going to go into this one in a bit more detail with you. Okay, Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao is the biggest shareholder of Binance with a net worth estimated at $8 billion in early 2021. Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, is reportedly in talks with sovereign global wealth funds to sell them a stake in the company. In addition to planned mega funding for its United States-based business, Binance.US, Binance is now also seeking global funding to improve relationships with regulators. Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao said in a Tuesday interview with the Financial Times. According to Zhao, the upcoming funding is aimed to improve its perception and relationships with many governments, as multiple financial regulators around the world have been cracking down on Binance this year. Now, if you remember, guys, I've put videos out there saying to you that Binance is one of the largest exchanges in the world. It gives you a huge amount of exposure. Yes, they did ban Binance from people being able to deposit funds from their bank, but Visa and MasterCard have stuck with them. And now they've employed multiple people and they're trying to build relationships with the regulators to make sure that they can start facilitating this again in the near future. And I did say it would only be a matter of time before that happens. Now, other ones that I wanted to share with you as well. Bitcoin whales plan to buy BTC higher as fresh Mt. Gox payouts add to market fear. Okay, now this only came out 4 hours ago, and obviously the market has reacted a little bit to this as well. Bitcoin showed no sign of tackling $60,000 resistance on November 23rd as the specter of defunct exchange Mt. Gox returned to haunt price action. So you can see here on the chart that it's taken a bit of a nosedive, 4 red candles there. Never nice to see. Am I worried? No, not at all. Okay, Mt. Gox makes waves with payouts yet to come. Data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView showed BTC/USD again reversing progress, which had produced a local high above $59,500 Monday. The return towards $55,000 came as the latest events in the Mt. Gox rehabilitation process, originally published November 16th, began to hit the media. In an announcement, trustee Nobuaki Kobe, I can't pronounce his name, that guy confirmed that the plans had now become final and binding, with the implication that the 141,000 BTC under custody would soon be distribute it. The rehabilitation trustee will then make repayments to rehabilitation creditors, holding allowed rehabilitation claims in accordance with the rehabilitation plan it states. An announcement will be made to rehabilitation creditors on the details of the specific timing, procedures, and amount of such repayments. While the details of the Mt. Gox conclusion have been known, already shaky markets appeared to double down on their stance Tuesday, with sentiment taking a further beating. According to the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, what was a neutral sentiment just a day ago is now firmly back in fear territory. The gauge measuring 33 out of 100 at the time of writing. Business as usual for monthly moves. Zooming out, meanwhile, popular trader and analyst Rect Capital noted that on monthly timeframes, Bitcoin was behaving entirely reasonable. And this is the thing, guys. People get caught up in what's going on in a 24-hour period. You have to zoom out. You have to take a look at what this market has repeatedly done, okay? The further back you stand, you start coming out to the month, you start coming out for a year, and so on. This has only gone in one direction. It will never go in a straight line. You're always going to have peaks and troughs, corrections, overall market tops, market cycles, where you need to be doing the right thing, guys, obviously, to make sure that you're making as much profit as possible, keeping that profit and compounding and growing. But ultimately, don't get caught up in the FOMO, in the FUD, and keep yourselves diligent, guys. As it says here, BTC is still retesting this monthly level as support. Monthly retest is still intact despite the downside volatility. That said, it is worth repeating that BTC could still easily seesaw like this for the remainder of the month. Monthly close is key. So, as I've said previously, guys, we are running in a channel. That channel is between 55k and 75k. Provided we're in that channel, it can bounce around and do whatever it needs to do, but we are still on track, still bullish, still expecting this to go way, way higher. Okay. But you also have to bear in mind that we don't have a crystal ball. If the market decides to drop, okay, as a result of news that's put out there, or the sentiment, or the fear and index greed aspects of things, it can happen. We could go from 55 down to 51. But you've got to also look at the fact that there is a great deal of purchasing taking place by institutions. And that was the next thing that I was going to come on to. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, this is only 17 hours ago. Institutional managers bought the dip as crypto funds see $154 million in weekly inflows. Bullish sentiment surrounding crypto has not wavered despite the recent market correction that saw Bitcoin fall to sub $57,000 levels. Okay, institutional investors were unfazed by the recent correction as digital asset funds dedicated to Bitcoin and Ether continued to grow, according to data from CoinShares. Crypto investment products, which include exchange-traded funds, saw weekly inflows totaling $154 million for the week ending November 20th, according to CoinShares' latest fund flows report. Like in previous weeks, Bitcoin investment products attracted most of the inflows at $114.4 million. Funds devoted to Ether saw weekly inflows of $12.6 million, and multi-asset products registered $14.1 million in net investments. Year to date, institutional investors have allocated over $6.6 billion to Bitcoin products, $1.17 billion to Ether products, and more than $9.2 billion to crypto as a whole. Grayscale, which is the largest crypto asset manager, recorded $51.9 billion in assets under management as of November the 19th. So clearly, guys, if we're being smart here, if we're thinking about what the big fish are doing, is there anything to worry about? You've got institutional purchases going through the roof. Okay, there's a reason for that. Okay, if you've just got to look at the bigger picture. All right, keep accumulating, take advantage of the dips. We're playing the long game here. This bull run, in my opinion, is nowhere near over. But these are the times where people get scared. These are the times where they will shake out the weak hands. Okay, if this started correcting and dropped to $51,000, imagine how many people are going to run off scared. Okay, and what are these institutions going to do? They're going to cast out their big net and scoop up all of that quality crypto at a discount, which is exactly the way that we should approach it as well. And that's what we do. So there's some news for you guys. I'm now going to come over to CoinMarketCap and just go over some of the pricing. Okay, so guys, the market cap is currently at $2.544 trillion. Okay, it's down 0.87% over the last 24 hours. And if we take a look, Bitcoin is still bobbing around. It's down 1.8% on the 24-hour. It's not moved dramatically. So $56,179. Okay, Ethereum's at $4,145, not even down 1%. Binance Coin is up slightly, 1.6%. It's at $578. Solana's at $212. It's down 2.76%. Cardano's at $1.77. It's down 1.62% on the 24-hour. XRP's at $1.04. It's down 0.89% on the 24-hour. Polkadot's at $39.13, down 1.62%. And Dogecoin is at 22 cents. It's up 0.57%. Right. Ones that I would like to mention to you guys, AVAX and Crypto.com. Okay. Both of these have seen serious moves, right? In the last 7 days, AVAX is at 41.74%, and I do not think it is finished. I think there is more room in this one. Okay, the CRO, Crypto.com coin, is another one. These guys are extremely smart, okay? They're an exchange, but the way they're marketing their exchange and the type of people that they're using as the face of it, they're getting a lot of traction. And as a result, in the last 24 hours, it's up 14.28%. In the last 7 days, it's up 84.27%. That is impressive. Do I think that that's going higher? Yes, I do, because the market is going to continue to grow also. Okay, Luna, $41.15, it's up 0.18%. Okay, this is another project that you guys should go and check out if you've not checked it out already. They're doing impressive things. And the market cap on this is at 16 billion. I mean, I've seen this fly up the rankings from early days. Okay, so as you can see, okay, the majority of the market is in the red, but we do have some impressive movements. The sandbox, sand. I've told you guys about these metaverse tokens. I've told you about Sandbox. I did an entire video about this project. It is up 34.94% in the last 24 hours. It's up 119% in the last week. Guys, obviously, it's not financial advice, but please go off and do your research. Metaverse tokens, gaming tokens. This is where it's at right now in the market, as you can clearly see. Okay, so Loopring, another one, mentioned that to you guys. It's up 15% today. Okay, these projects are moving. Engine Coin, another one, mentioned to the inner circle. It's up 10% today. It's up 32.95% in the last 7 days. Metaverse, gaming, it's flying. Quant is another one, not metaverse, not gaming, but this project has started to move. It's up 15%. Worth checking out, guys. Quant is a quality project. And as I said, guys, you know, the rest of the market is pretty much in the red. There are a few standout performances. Remember, please make sure you share these videos, you like them, you comment on them. If you've got questions, let us know. If you need help building a portfolio, you want to work with us, let us know. We are more than happy to help you. You can get in contact with us via the details that you find in the description below. Hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll catch up with you in the next one. Take care.